Hi, I'm Ben. Have you ever wanted to go back to a certain date in your childhood that you will never forget? Because there is certainly a date that I will never forget from my childhood. That's November 3rd, 2016. And we're going to get to why that date is so important. I walked into school perfectly fine, perfectly happy, perfectly excited for the night to come. My little fifth grader mind just couldn't comprehend the idea of that day as much as like old people. Um, but number one reason I wanted to go back to that day is because I feel like I had it easy in fifth grade. I mean, at that point, I was just doing multiplication, I was doing addition tables, I was learning easy history that I still remember to this day. And even through all of that, I had an hour of recess and an hour of lunch. So I just had basically a 2 hour break. And that's like rare in college. You don't see that ever. Like, I can't tell you one person's schedule who has a 2 hour break within their time slot. Anyway, going on to that, also, I believe that back then, without TikTok, without Instagram Reels, life was so much easier. I was actually getting things done as a fifth grader that I could barely get done as an 18-year-old college student living by myself. Like, I was so much more independent back when I was fifth grade. And now, even when I like stub my toe, I need to call my mom and figure out what the heck is happening to me. You know what I mean? But specifically, why I wanted to go back to this day is specifically for this moment right here. And if you're from Chicago, this day will forever live in your mind. This will forever, you know exactly where you were when the Cubs won the World Series because they never done it before. And ever since then, I mean, at that moment, Chicago sports was great. The Blackhawks just won a Stanley Cup. The Bulls were decent. The Bears were going to make a playoff, and they were also decent. I'm not a Bears fan, but you get the idea. But everything was great back then. And this was like the pivoting moment because the Cubs did something that they couldn't do in 108 years, which is crazy to think. People died and they didn't see the Cubs win a World Series. That is mind-blowing. So specifically, November 3rd, 2016 is the day I would go back to. Thank you.